This session is about simple ways to stay safe online. We will talk about email security, how to browse safely online, and being careful when using your phones. Online security is crucial for protecting important information and keeping business operations smooth. It helps prevent data theft, unauthorized access, and other digital risks that can disrupt work and lead to serious financial and reputational change. Good security practices ensure that sensitive information like customer details and financial data stays safe and that businesses meet legal standards for data protection. Simple steps in office security can make a big difference in creating a safe and trustworthy work environment for everyone.
Now, let's talk about the typical scenario: increasing security breaches. Recently, we have observed a notable uptick in security incidents suggesting that either a single attacker is repeatedly targeting us or information about our users has been compromised and possibly sold on the dark web, a common practice among cybercriminals. In these attacks, the perpetrator employs a mix of hacking and phishing techniques, exploiting vulnerabilities in browsers and mail servers. Here's what typically happens in such cases. We'll talk about the impersonation of a staff. The attacker creates a fake email address using a real staff member's name. To the recipient, the sender appears to be someone they know, which marks the fact that the email address used does not belong to our company's domain. From the image, you could see a pobox.com. That's a scam email pretending to be someone else. Now, sometimes a business associate impersonation. Similarly, the attacker might use the name of a known business associate, sometimes even managing to send emails from the actual account if it has been hacked. And from the image, you could see that this hacker used a familiar business associate that this company relates with a lot. They must have hacked one way or the other. And if you look at other scenarios, like you see some emails come with malicious attachments. Now, the email often includes attachments, usually bash scripts. When an unsuspecting employee clicks on these scripts on that you intend to download it, the script automatically runs and can alter email settings. For example, it might create a rule to delete all incoming emails or redirect outgoing emails to another address depending on the attacker's goal. And you can see the image by the side, by the left hand side there. This person wrote that if the sender's address contains these words, delete the message, mark the message as read, and stop processing more rules on this message. So when this rule runs, it means that every email you receive in your inbox is read and deleted without your knowledge. And guess what? The person who sends it thinks you've read the email. It's a horrible thing to do to a person, and so that's what they do. Going further, you would realize that the objective of all this is for financial fraud and spamming purposes. The primary aim in some cases is financial fraud by impersonating staff to mislead recipients into thinking that they are dealing with legitimate requests. In the most recent attack, the hacker used a compromised email account to send over 20,000 spam emails between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m., just 5 hours, with approximately 10,000 of these emails being successfully sent before our server security could stop it. They've already gone far. Now, they do that using some specialized software that automates the email, and it keeps sending. Now, normally the mail server would stop when it exceeds a certain number of emails, but they also still have their way of going around it by uh, boycotting even that maximum number, they will get other emails within your domain and still continue from where they stopped. Now, when you have a situation like this, you wonder, what do I do? Yes, so we will tell you what you should do. Let's start from the basics. You might get a lot of emails like this on the left hand. You can those images, some of them promising you, some going as far as threatening you. You can read those emails and see. You find one coming from Hahana, and if you look at that mail, it's telling you that you get some money. Just send your details. Now you see, those details may not mean much to you sending them, but they wouldn't stop there. Once you give these details, they will pull out your data and they can get to know you better, so they know what to ask from you. Sometimes it could be an appointment notice just to lure you to click. That's a clickbait. So they know when you see appointment notice, oh, I'm supposed to have an appointment, and then you click on it and you want to know what the appointment is all about, and then boom, you open it and it's somebody promising to give you a deceased money and then you want to click reply. That's just what they want you to do. That's your hook. They want to hook you. When Archer wants to hook you, and when Archer that doesn't exist want to hook you, then you look at one, it's threatening, and then you look at the third one, which is quite very interesting. And someone just sends you a mail and threatens you, saying, oh, for your own safety you need to look here and pay me some money because I got some documentation about you. Don't fall for it. They don't have any documentation about you. All they want you to do is reply. The moment you reply, then they will go searching for that information about you. Just ignore and do this. So the next thing you do is that you move those messages to spam, or you report them immediately. As you can see in the picture there, you see you report it immediately. You can report it as phishing, which is the best, so that it can be blacklisted. So when you make this report, no third party will read it. Not even the admin of your email server would know what you are talking about. The mail server algorithm will automatically blacklist that email address or downgrade the domain and says this is a spam. Drop the spam confidence level for that domain so that you can be safe. All right. Furthermore, if a person visits dangerous sites like adult sites, torrent sites, pirate sites, betting sites, gambling sites, and all that, and you click any link that pops up on your face, even if it says cancel, you might have given some hacker some opportunity. It is best to avoid these sites. If you must visit this site, you will need to understand some core cybersecurity skills and apply them. Now you look at those images. Would you like to open, close tab, those buttons requesting if you want to close the tabs? Don't click it. Don't click those buttons. If you stumble on this page, promptly close them. Click the X or close the browser. Don't click on the buttons that are suggested to you. You can also use a VPN security subscription and go virtual when browsing these dangerous sites. However, you must be sure the VPN is trusted and ensure you browse using an incognito mode. Those are the simple, safe ways. As a rule, always use VPNs when accessing the internet from public or unsecured Wi-Fi networks, for example airport Wi-Fi, to encrypt your data traffic. Be careful if you are you getting a VPN. You see, some will tell you get a VPN for free. You don't really want to get a free VPN. It's better you subscribe for a proper one. But if you can trust the free VPN and you've been using it and it's been safe, you can go ahead and use it. Although using the VPN is not so compulsory, there are other safer ways of browsing online without you using a VPN. Now let's talk about how to recognize when an hacker or a phisher or a scammer attempts to get hold of you. So recognizing hacker, phishing and scam emails. Now phishing scams trick you into providing personal information by mimicking legitimate communications. On the other hand, hacker emails trick you into clicking links and downloading attachments. What are the key indicators? Key indicators: the email urges immediate action with threats or scare tactics, poor spelling and grammar. So that's one of the red flags. You know, when someone sends you a mail and telling you take action immediately, or you notice some horrible spelling. Typically most of these hackers are not really good with grammar, so you know something is fishy. And then when the sender email address looks suspicious or first likely from the legitimate one, or when you see unexpected attachments that is kind of begging, download me, you know, you shouldn't do that. Don't download it. If you have mistakenly opened such emails, you want to fly and run away quickly. If you click on it, your messages take a trip straight through the air to the hacker. Finally, what do you do if you suspect that you have a security breach? Your immediate actions should be that you disconnect your device from the internet to prevent further data loss or malware spread. And your next move would be to report the incident to your IT department or to a cybersecurity expert. Now, if it's in respect to your email, you want to change your passwords immediately. Especially if it's for a sensitive account, you will go one step further. You change your password, or you might want to lock down that account for the time being. But of all these security measures, a stitching time saves 9. You should rather activate multi-factor authentication, at least 2-factor authentication. That gives you a guarantee that any access to your account, you are completely aware of such. And that 2FA, we will talk about the rest later. It's not exactly straightforward in securing your account, but that will be the next session that we are going to have. All right.